You can't see them for dust, but somehow the crew got away with it. Winston Churchill with his wife and their daughters, Mary of the ATS and Sarah of the WAFs, drive through the city to Guildhall. Loud cheers for the Churchills, with a new honour about to be conferred on the Premier and another scintillating speech from the Premier to follow. In Guildhall Yard, the City of London Home Guard and Civil Defence Services parade. The occasion was the presentation to Mr Churchill of the freedom of the city. No one, said the Chamberlain, had ever accepted the responsibility of national leadership at so grave an hour in the nation's history.
Of all the wars that we have ever waged in the long continuity of our history, there has never been one which more truly united the entire British nation and British race throughout the world than this present fearful struggle for the freedom and progress of mankind. We entered it of our own free will, without being ourselves directly assaulted. 3 years ago, all over the world, friend and foe alike, everyone who had not the eye of faith might well have deemed our speedy ruin was at hand. Against the triumphant might of Hitler, with a greedy Italian at his tail, we stood alone, with resources so slender that one shudders to enumerate them now. During the summer, our main attack is upon that mainspring of German war industry, the Ruhr. But as the nights become longer, and as the United States Air Forces become more numerous, our strong arms will lengthen both by night and by day, and there is no industrial or military target in Germany that will not receive, as we deem necessary, the utmost application of exterminating force. 3 years ago, Hitler boasted that he would rub out, that was the term, rub out the cities of Britain. And certainly, in the 9 months before he abandoned his attack, we suffered very heavy damage to our buildings and grievous hindrance to our life and work, and more than 40,000 of our people were killed, and more than 120,000 were wounded. But now those who sowed the wind are reaping the whirlwind. I cannot go farther today than to say that it is very probable there will be heavy fighting in the Mediterranean and elsewhere before the leaves of autumn fall. For the rest, we must leave the unhappy Italians and their German tempters and taskmasters to anxieties which will aggravate from week to week and from month to month. This, however, I will add before I sit down. We, the United Nations, demand from the Nazi, fascist, and Japanese tyrannies unconditional surrender.